Make sure it's on there. And just like that, y'all, we're going to go ahead and kill the music a little early because we got a lot of things to do in a little bit of time. So, first thing first, I hope everybody's feeling good. Can we get the mic check? Can y'all let us know that we're actually live and all that good stuff? MM2K, you in the building?
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What is up?
There it is. So right now, I can tell y'all right, we're going to go down this chat. We got Ray Sherrod, the brother. Y'all see the moderator access right there. You know what to do. If you see that access, sub to the brother's channel, go check him out. He's out there on Twitter. You can find him, drop y'all links at any time. We got Charles in the bill. I see Charles right here. I can tell you, I see that you put something in the chat. So we will try to get that as soon as we can. But I hope you guys are doing good as I call out your names. The Gaming Advocate, dope show. I was definitely in attendance. You know what I'm saying? The brother's already taking off in this new direction. That's what's up. So it's good to see y'all out here, man. Raider Guy, 87, who hopefully will be dropping some content in sometime in 2021. Just a little gameplay. Raider Guy.
We're going to keep that pressure on him.
Just a little Ray Sherrod collaboration is all we want,
Yeah, that's all we ask.
Yeah, that's all we want. We just want you in there with Ray, man. You could just chill, let Ray do all the gameplay and everything, man. We just want to, I just know I got a feeling in my bones that you got skills out here, man. I just want to see them skills in action. But hey, we got this guy Stadia Doses News in the house. All right. He says, yo, get ready. And get ready, y'all might want to do. Because if you don't know, there's going to be another giveaway. All right. Woo! Now, but before we talk about all that good stuff, we got Mar in the house. All right. Give it up. Mar in the building here for the giveaway. Yeah, a lot of you might be. And we're going to get right into it. We're not going to play games. And I'm not going to play games. But see, hey, MM2K he likes to have you build that anticipation and everything and get you hype and excited and everything. Sweaty palms and all that. Then we got Zajic in the building. What's going on? So to each and every one of y'all, man, I hope you're having a good Saturday morning. The mic is good, Zajic said. Who said that? Ray said the mic is good. We appreciate that. So we're going to kick things off. MM2K, man. What has been going down in the land of PNTS? Anything?
Man. Just a few things, man. We had a show. Well, I'll start off with this show. Today, of course, we're doing SML Podcast here on the Homie Project Storm's channel, and we're doing a special giveaway just in time for the holidays. So if you haven't entered already, you got to be subscribed to this channel, Storm. I think the people got to know that first and foremost. For you to be eligible, you have to be subscribed to this channel because we will be checking if you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So don't have no empty entries.
Right.
Subscribe to this channel right now if you're not subscribed in order to be eligible for the free Stadia Premier Edition bundle that we're giving away today. That's all happening today, along with the great show that we got lined up for y'all. Tomorrow, Yang Meets Yang of Gaming, also co-starring my good friend Project Storm and Snow Bunny Gaming. Tomorrow on Snow Bunny Gaming's channel, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursdays, we are doing SSC Podcast, Stadia Stream Connect Podcast. That's where we, the Stadia gurus, get together, talk about everything Stadia related.
That's right.
That is 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday. And last but certainly not least is the commission. And we had a fire episode yesterday. I hope after this, y'all go check that out if y'all missed that one. But great show, co-stars, Project Storm, Snow Bunny, Tronny of Roundtable Podcast, and myself. We have a great chemistry going, and we talk about all things gaming. You definitely don't want to miss that. Commission rules. So that is the PNTS lineup of shows.
Man, we got a gaming celebrity in the building. My homie, Main Ether. My homie, my brother.
Main
you know what I'm saying?
Ether.
Hey, let me tell you a quick story, fun fact about Main Ether, man. We used to ride the GameStop. We used to trade in our previous systems and all that, man. And Main Ether's been gaming, and this dude right here has a vast knowledge of gaming, man. I'm going to see how I can bring Main out of the woodworks in the near future. I know he just copped a new PC, so we're going to be talking, man, because everybody's welcome to join the discussion. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes,
if you have that knowledge out there, y'all, I ask you not to be too bashful about it. Come on out here and join the conversation. Yesterday, we had a phone call from the homie Chris, straight from Canada.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It was beautiful on the commission. That's why you want to go back and check that out. We got a chance to hear our homie Chris. Chris is the best in the biz, the best moderator I know. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of good ones out there. Ray Shiraz, another one. But I tell you what, Chris calling in yesterday, Moss, that did something to me, bro. It really did. I got a chance to appreciate this brother live with the vocals. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
Look, man, we normally have we normally do some joking around and everything to get the laughter rolling, man. But right now, I think it's gonna get too serious today, man. I don't think the laughs will be there, people, at certain times. You all can contribute to that. Join the discussion.
Some serious topics.
Hey, it's gonna get serious. Hey, MM, can you warn the people? Can you let them know what we're all about, man? What we stand for and what direction we might be going in?
Look, here's the thing, y'all. It's what did Mike Tyson say? It's all fun and games until you get punched in the mouth.
Yep.
That's what. Hey, yo, we got punched in the mouth this week, but we got punched in the mouth in a way, Storm, that we're going to elaborate on that I don't think anybody else is focusing on. Like, I know CD Projekt Red is at the, in the center of some stuff that people don't like, but I don't think we're looking at this from 5,000 feet, as a gaming community. And we kind of touched on it yesterday on the commission, and we're going to cap it off here, the best way that we can. But look, man, we all got to do better. Because we created this atmosphere. We're gonna get to it. We pulled the scab off. We putting the bleach on it and the anesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And the antiseptic on it, because we got to get to the root of it, man.
Man, we have to. And with that being said, man, y'all know us by now. For the people that's been rocking with us and about the way the chat looks, you all know how we do things. We get real. We get passionate sometimes. If you didn't hear on SSC Podcast, you need to go back and check that out too. Because me and the brother Ray Sherrod was sounding like we had issues. Now, if you know me and Ray Sherrod, we're going to say what we got to say. And that's what I respect about this brother. Don't sit on your hands, people. If you have something to say, as men and women, we can step up and we can have a nice conversation. Hey, the gaming advocate knows what I'm talking about. So many of you know what I'm talking about. Like, sometimes it might seem like we're throwing fiery balls from hell at each other, but nah, it's because I'm like, bro, I can feel where you're coming from. I'm riding off that energy. At the same time, we all are passionate about what we believe in. But at the end of the day, it's brotherhood. I keep telling y'all, one thing about me, you'll know. The only way I ever betray you is if you put the dagger in my back first. If you put the dagger in my back first and you don't kill me, oh, look out, man.
That ain't betrayal then. That's self-defense. I'm
just saying self-defense. You're right. Now, that's a good way to look at it, MM, but I had to make it a little more grim so they could have some imagery going on. You know what I'm saying? So, look. Hey, y'all, the giveaway. We're going to bounce back and forth talking about this giveaway today because that's the main star of the show, is that Stadia Premier Edition. MM2K, I really don't want you to do it, man. I want you to keep that, man. Think about it. You can have a backup Premier Edition in case something happens to your Founders Edition, brother. Are you sure, before we do this, are you sure you want to do it?
See, here's the thing, man. Stadia is so versatile and such a wonderful platform. I got into I don't want to go too far off script, but I got into a great conversation with the homie, Infamous Liberal Gamer. Now, for those of you that are familiar with Infamous Liberal Gamer, he is a big funder of a lot of broadband bully giveaways, thousands of dollars given out in 2020 alone. You know what I'm saying? Me and him was chopping up because he's a big Xbox fan.
Yeah.
But then he also appreciates Stadia. And he was like, man, MM2K, I've been trying to tell these fools that if they want the definitive version of Cyberpunk the way it was supposed to play on consoles, And when he meant, that's what he meant by definitive, not the best, best way to play it anywhere, but the definitive way was supposed to work on consoles. You better get the Stadia version. You can not only get the TV unit, but you can get the game for just $60. I tried to tell him. I said, I get you. The crazy thing about Stadia, it's so versatile. If you don't get it, you can play. I can play it on my monitor, baby. I can play it on my PC, baby. I can play it on my phone. And guess where else I can play it now, Storm?
Where?
On iOS devices.
Man, we'll get into that. I'm glad you said it, man. Hey, you know what? You're good at what you do, bro. I will say that much. Now, I want to fire you sometimes, and I want to, let somebody take your spot, man. Rate a guy. I'm taking interviews. G Millie in the building. Hell Monkey 88, man. Lowland Prophets. If one of y'all want his spot, just wait for him to mess up, man. He's hanging by a thread right now. When it's only on my channel though. Only on the only on the Project Storm channel now. I don't have no control when we go over to his channel. Now y'all might not get an invitation, but look, if he keeps messing up, man. But the brother's been doing pretty good. I'm super impressed, man. There's nobody else I'd rather be rocking out with, man, than the homie Stadia Dosage, man, aka MM2K, man, aka the man that does it all.
Stadia Dosage is aka MM2K, aka Project Storm, aka the Stadia community. But we're gonna get into that in 2021. Y'all will see.
You keep talking about it, man. You must be excited about it. The possibilities.
I'm excited. Look, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to get out of order, because I'm doing so well and keeping my job. But I mean, I know a lot of people may ask why we do these giveaways and stuff like that.
Yes,
right?
sir. That's right on cue.
And I know there may have been some misconception on why we're doing this, whatever. Look, this platform was always created. The Stadia Dosage platform, rather, was always created for like-minded people that have an appreciation of Stadia and see its promise to get together and celebrate the platform. Go over the bad as well, but all do it in good stride of trying to help the platform grow. That's what it was all about.
Right.
It was never about an opportunity for us to take over this or get this or get that. It wasn't about us. It was about what we can give to you. So we've always wanted to do giveaways. Now we had to, dot our I's and cross our T's in order to make that happen. And we would have liked to have done it a lot sooner, but better late than never. And now that we can do it with the platform, not only are we going to give away bundles and games and codes and all that other stuff, but we're giving away opportunity. We're going to talk about it in 2021. We're giving away opportunity. There's just too many things that need to be brought to the light to better the community. And we're going to get those things. We're going to give those greater things an opportunity. And this is just part of it. These giveaways. It's all about us giving back to you.
But, hey man, we don't have 50,000 subscribers though, man. We don't have 1 million subs, bro.
No, absolutely.
You think are we making a mistake?
Hey, look.
By giving away all these things, man, we're giving back, man. You think, are we making a mistake?
I think, Storm, a lot of people may say so. A lot of people want us to rub elbows with the elites. Be nice to these journalists and all that. I don't give a rat's damn about these journalists or these people and these elitists, getting the yellow chair. I don't care about them. I care about y'all. I don't mean nothing. I don't wish them no harm, no ill will, but I'm not here for them, man. I'm here to help celebrate this platform because we love it. We know that you love it. We're going to talk good, bad, and indifferent. You know what I'm saying? And whether we're at 50,000 or 50 subscribers, we're going to do what we can to give back to you to help in that celebration, man. It takes a village, man. And that's just the mentality we have here, not only at PNTS, but at Stadia Dosage, which Stadia Dosage is a representative of all. If y'all notice, when I talk about Stadia Dosage, I talk about we, not me. We. Why do I do that? Because it's encompassing of all of us.
Yo, and I keep trying to tell y'all the story, man, real quick. And we're going to get into it. Don't worry. We have a 2-hour show, y'all. You know how we do it. Yep. If you go back to the last giveaways, we got to talk about the news because some people already have Stadia. So they're not really hoping for that premiere edition right now like others, Mm-hmm. But we got to talk about everything. We got to cover it. We got to have a show for the people that tune in every week that's telling us we're doing a great job and keep it up and all that positive reinforcement and stuff, right? Now, Yo, the brother says we all the time, and he, if y'all don't know, Stadia Doses News, the channel just hit over 1,000 subs. But I always tell this story, and I'll probably stop telling it in 2021. But the brother, MM2K, man, it's factual. He's always looking out. If you're a part of PNTS network, man, you're a part of the family, and family means family, not fake, not phony. It means family over at PNTS network, man. That's something that I learned. So when you go to my channel, and I keep it real, man. Y'all know me, man. What's up? What's up? Put your hands up if you got a problem. Let's throw your hands up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, I put my gaming fam on my channel for a reason, in case anybody's wondering. That's MM2K and Snow Bunny Gaming. Now, of course, other people out there are in my gaming fam, but this is the network we're talking about, man. So in 2021, stay tuned, because we're going to be talking about more ways to get to know the network, or possibly even be a part of it. So moving right along, man. Stadia to iOS.
You told him too much.
I told him too much. My bad, man. Sometimes that's what we do. That's what we do. Hey, look, Cloud Gamer 201. Cloud Gamer 201 in the building. Hope everything is good, man. Cloud Gamer 201, if y'all don't know, has been going through hell recently, it seems, man, with the family and this COVID and all this other situations. But, man, we're here with you in thought and gaming, man, and this is what we do. So, hey, brother, it's good to see you out there. I keep it real. I'm a genuine dude. So we're going to move on. Stadia to iOS.
Yes.
iOS MM2K has been a discussion, and you and Chase and so many other people, man, Eddie, and I heard so many people talking about this iOS movement and whether it should have come sooner and all that stuff, man. Now that it's here in beta form, what are your thoughts on it? And is it a monumental move for Stadia? How does it benefit Stadia as a platform?
At first, Storm, and we talked about this on SSC, but I had time to reflect on it. At first, Storm, I was like, it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
But then as I reflected on it, I was thinking only because of me. I was doing the selfish thing. I wasn't looking at it, like I always say, from 5,000 feet.
Yep.
And the reason why I was doing that is because of Broadband Bullies. Shout out to them, another great gaming family that I'm blessed to be part of. I wrote an article on, where do most Stadia people like to play. We did like a little survey and all that other stuff, and we found out that the majority of Stadia people like to play on their TVs. Now, and I took that information and it kind of infected my thought process. I said, so if it's coming to iOS, all right, whoop-de-doo, But here's the thing. Just because that's your current demographic doesn't mean that you made it or Stadia made it. Stadia makes it when they're out there on the main stage bucking with PlayStation, Xbox, and beyond. So if that's the case, then you want to be on everything. And iOS is nothing to sneeze at. Look at what Epic Games, Tim Swindle tried to do because iOS is so profitable. And I had people that once it hit iOS, Storm, they were calling me up, hey, yo, get me a free code. Hey, yo, how can I get that couple of months? Hey, yo. Like they were like frothing at the mouth to play the game. So I have to say that this whole iOS integration and everything that's big ain't got to have a boom with it. I think this iOS integration is like a 9, a 9.5, maybe even a 10. It's just one of those silent big things, man, because it's one of those things that work at the grassroots and just make Stadia part of your ecosystem, your portfolio, which is a big thing and what they need. So I think it's huge.
I like it. I like your thoughts on it, man. Hey, Chris is in the building right now. I told him that, we gave him a big shout out yesterday. He called in, man, for the commission.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, good discussion, Chris. Good to see you. Hey, we got Paper Penguin Gaming in the building, man. He's been hanging around for a long time. If y'all don't know. Hey,
bro, what's up, man? Good time.
You know what I'm saying?
Man. Good to see
we
you.
got Dazadini. That's my brother from overseas.
Yes.
Y'all know what it is.
What's
You know
up,
what I'm saying? Came in with the holiday spirit in the tree. It looks like, hey, MM. Look like we got Stadia 2.0 under that tree. I see it.
Oh man.
All right. So we're gonna kill the name. I think I'm gonna try to not to use that terminology. I'm gonna try not to put the number on it and all that. We'll get into that a little bit later, y'all. We will be talking about it.
Yep. We might have to kill that name, y'all. Yeah.
Man, hey, it's good to see all y'all that showed up. Now, for the Stadia to iOS thing, real quick, my take on it is I do think it's monumental, because a lot of people at one point we remember seeing them and hearing them say, "I have an iPhone, bro. I have an iPad.
Yep.
I'm an Apple user. So I guess I won't be playing Stadia. I guess it's not for me. I guess Google don't want my money and things
True.
like that, right?"
Great point.
So
Great point.
now that's seemingly rectified, and more people will be able to, millions potentially new people will be able to join this movement that we have going on in the land of electric air. So that's major. All right, now we're going to move right on so we can keep a good pace, because we're going to open up the phone lines. We're going to get into the yappers, but I did drop the description. I'm trying to talk like MM2 right now, MM2K right now, you know what I'm saying, without running out of breath, you know what I mean? So if you check out the description in the description section of this video, you'll see all the rules and everything that you might have missed during the show. All right?
Oh, man.
Now, let me do this before we move on. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? I had to do it because last night I did it. All I did was just say, "What's up, people?" And hey, we had a pregame show before the commission. All I did was say, "What's up, people?" I was not trying to be MM2K, but he came at my neck.
Attack, y'all.
Came at my neck, bro.
You got to
boy say, "Yo, you stealing my line and all that." You know what I mean? I say, "All right, bro, my bad."
Yeah, I was sitting there with my silk robe on. You know what I'm saying, in the green room. You know how we do.
Yo, speaking of that, I got my African wildebeest robe on right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? African wildebeest.
Coming to America too, baby.
Hey, you know it, man. Hey, check it out. All right, so we're going to keep on going, y'all. I told y'all the fun will be had at different times. You never know, man.
Absolutely.
So, we're going to get right into it, man. We're all grown in the house. You know what I'm saying? If you're not grown, thank you for tuning in, but we will keep it real. So if you think you might get in trouble, now's the time to back out.
Now's the time to exit stage right. Yes.
There it is. Cyberpunk 2077, y'all. You will hear it. You've heard it from us. You've heard it from every content creator on the planet. You're going to continue to hear it for the next couple months, if not longer. You're going to hear this for years and maybe even decades. Because what's been going on surrounding this game is just, some people look at it as a travesty. Some people see it as not so big of a deal because it could get patched up. And I'm on that side of the fence, I think. Others say, I put money into this thing and I demand a great product. And I agree with them. I agree with all of you and your thoughts. But we got to attack this from a different angle today, man, because I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I know it's been on your mind, MM2K, man, because we had a good conversation last night about it all. You, Snow Bunny, Tron, excellent conversation, man. But during that show, you heard me say something just to get my quick thoughts, and then we'll switch it over to you. But I'm one of those people, and you could definitely disagree and call me out, man. I understand because you're passionate. We're all passionate about what we do. This is our hobby, but this is also a lifestyle for some of us. But my thoughts on it initially was, damn, CD Projekt Red, like how, man? How do y'all get into this predicament that you're in right now? How did it have to go so far, right? We heard about the crunch. We heard about all the hard work that they must have been doing, the death threats and all that they received over there as they were just trying to get us a video game. They even reminded us on social media that it's a game. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I love The Witcher 2. I jumped into The Witcher 2. That was my first game that I ever tried in the Witcher universe. Witcher 1, I went back and tried to play that recently. It's too outdated for me. I couldn't take it, so I didn't get into The Witcher 1 as much as I did. So I completed Witcher 2, hopped over to Witcher 3. My goodness, bro, if I could be in any universe, I would want to go meet Ciri, man. You know what I mean? Cirilla, that's my girl right there. Ciri is a character, and it's not just because she's a female character. It's because that character meant a lot to me as a gamer. And man, Ether knows what I'm talking about because we've had these conversations several times, man. Like, The Witcher did something to me, bro. I had played a lot of RPGs. I'm talking about, you go back to Jade Empire, you go back to any types of RPGs, JRPGs, action RPGs, whatever, right? But I had never played anything like The Witcher 3, so I was so hyped about the work, the quality of work that CD Projekt Red provided to us as gamers, right? The experience. Tronny said something along the lines of, or Bunny, one of them, about how many people actually love The Witcher 3, how much they talk about it, right? So Cyberpunk, and we learned that there was an Easter egg in the game at some point from Ciri herself. that had to possibly do with Cyberpunk 2077. Now, I'm not going to spoil anything or whatever. I have not found that. I didn't pay attention to it myself. But look, people, what I'm trying to say is CD Projekt Red put out excellent work to me. The Witcher 2, Witcher 3. Cyberpunk, to me, has the potential to be that game that we all envisioned to be. Right now, it's not the case on the Xbox and PlayStation. Obviously, you can see that. You don't even have to have the platforms to know how bad that looks. But there was a patch that dropped yesterday, some promised patches that I know that they said they were going to put out. I don't know. I want to pass it to you because I could go on and on and on, and we won't have a giveaway today, y'all, when I get into these thoughts. So, man, what's your take on everything I'm saying right now? And how were you honestly feeling, bro? How were you honestly feeling at first when you started hearing all of the shenanigans and everything that was happening and the mishaps?
Well, look, I consider myself as someone that goes beyond my own personal likes and dislikes and has a concern for what other people are going through, their plights. You know what I'm saying, right, Storm? So when I first heard this news, I was like, damn, CD Projekt Red, you done effed up, right? You know the infamous Bill Duke thing, you done effed up.
Right.
Bill Duke off of Menace to Society. But then see, whenever I'm like going into deep thought, I never just stop there where everyone else is at. I always try to look at things from 5,000 feet. How did we get here where CD Projekt Red has a game to where the majority of console owners are getting a bad experience?
Yeah.
When I say the majority of console owners, I mean those that own the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 formats. How did we get here? And why is everybody in such a tizzy about this? Is there more to it? And the way I look at it is I look at it like this. I think that this was not only a failure of CD Projekt Red managing the situation, but I think it's a failure of the platform holders. Mm-hmm. And I also think, and again, this is not going to be popular. We might drop down to 2 viewers, but we got to keep it real here.
Got to keep it real.
That's just going to make it easier for the 2 viewers that stay to get this free damn bundle pack.
I hear you. But
we're going to keep it real here. And it's also a failure of the community.
What do you mean by that?
This is what I mean. I work backwards. Look, Storm, I've been gaming for 30 plus years.
Me too.
Maybe even more. I hear the homie Rev say 35. I'm around that too. I've been gaming for like 30, maybe even more than 35 years.
Me too. I know we're not 75 and 80 years old. Yeah, we still got a lot of life to live, y'all. We just started gaming early. We gamed as little kids. Go ahead, though.
Exactly. I have never seen the mob mentality when it comes to gaming that I've seen here. Now, what am I talking about, mob mentality? I'm talking about people will get excited for stuff. People will get upset at stuff that they've never touched. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have information on. What do I mean? Let's go back to the beginning of CD Projekt Red. Now, Storm, you don't fit into this category, or the people that Tronny was talking about don't fit into this category, or myself, because I've played their games. I played Witcher 2 that made me go back to Witcher 1 and then in anticipation for Witcher 3. Mm-hmm. You've done so too. You know what I'm saying? You love their content. But there were so many people because the media told them to love CD Projekt Red without understanding who they were as a company. What did they do? All that. I was so enamored with CD Projekt Red. I picked up Jason Schreier's book, Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, read about what they were doing in there and fell even more in love. So I was well versed in this company that was making this game, Cyberpunk 2077, that I was hoping would knock my socks off.
Yeah.
But I understood one thing about CD Projekt Red that which always had a flag in the back of my mind before I pre-ordered anything or had any lofty expectations of anything. That was CD Projekt Red likes to make big games. And sometimes it takes them so long to make those big games and finish them that they'll start them in one generation and they don't really finish until the next generation. So my question was always, Storm, how are they going to manage it this time with this game? Another thing that I paid attention to, I didn't just listen to the pundits or the idiot herd, is I paid attention to the fact that CD Projekt Red got more funding for this game than they ever had. They went to more outside investors than they ever had. Whenever that happens, that's more expectations that are thrown at you from people that don't care about gamers.
Right.
And lastly, when CD Projekt Red was not continuously showing us base platform gameplay, I knew there was an issue. So the thing is that a lot of people that feel like they got duped, yes, you shouldn't have a product. I'm not saying that it's okay for you to have a product in your hand that doesn't perform well, but you gotta truly understand the pedigree of the people that you're buying from. Do not believe in the mirage you've been given. And if people really knew who CD Projekt Red was, or really knew what their pedigree was, a lot of them wouldn't be in this situation. What do I mean by that, Storm? What? CD Projekt Red, first and foremost, at launch at least, is a developer that makes games for super high-end hardware. So if you got the Ibble Bibble Hachitachi 2000, you best not buy their games at launch. It's always been that way with CD Projekt Red.
Yeah, man. I remember. Hey, Emma, let me stop you real quick because The Witcher 2, bro. I had I thought I had a Beast PC right at the time. And that's when SSAO, I think, had just dropped or something like that. I remember turning on one of those settings, bro, and it tanked my performance. I was probably like 12 frames per second. So you're absolutely right, man.
Yeah. If you got the Hachitachi 2000 and it's running off of Frank's Red Hot sauce as the coolant and all that other stuff, don't buy a CD Projekt Red game at launch. See, but here's what happened. Another game that had a buggy launch, but not as bad as this one, was Fallout 76. When the outrage culture was jumping all over that, Fallout 7, and people were saying, see, CD Projekt Red's game is be polished and all this other stuff. And people actually believe that. And I remember arguing, no, their games are good, but it takes them years to polish them too. Like, and y'all start falling for the trap. And the reason why I say this starts at CD Projekt Red and ends with the community is y'all develop these ulterior universes and these figments of reality to where you tell yourselves, oh, if I step on that bear trap, I'm only going to get a little scratch. Yeah. And when your leg gets sawn, gets torn off, oh, why is this bear trap even here? Sometimes we got to do our own due diligence. I get it. Companies are supposed to give us products that work, and the product should not be faulty coming out of the box and all that other stuff. That's been the way with products since the beginning of time. People will oversell you on a product. You get a bad product and you should get a refund. And I'm not going to give a badge of honor to these companies because they're giving refunds. That's what the hell you're supposed to do. It's the simple fact that these companies got a copy of Cyberpunk 2077 with its bad code before the patch and still approved it. Don't believe this bibble babble that, you know what I'm saying, that you see a lot of these, I'm going to say a PlayStation fanboy saying, PlayStation did the right thing. They did the right, no, they did the wrong thing by allowing, if they thought the game was that bad that it needed to be pulled, then they should have never put it on their platform. They pulled it out of spite. They didn't pull it out of concern for you. They pulled it out of spite. They got mad to CD Projekt Red even mentioned refunds and that people were asking for them. So they said, we'll show you. We're pulling the damn game off the thing. That's nothing to be honored. That's nothing heroic. There's nothing heroic about it. So let this be a lesson, community, that yes, you can't, what CD Projekt Red done was bad, but stop believing in these fables. Do your own due diligence. I don't give a damn what a Yang Ye say. I don't give a damn what a mean cast boy say. And at the end of the day, when it comes to what you like, you don't have to necessarily give a damn what we say. But you should try these games or look and do your own research. Kick the tires on your own. CD Projekt Red at launch do not make games that are stable on low-end hardware. It's
They just don't. They don't. That's a fact.
Always. So it's a failure on multiple parts. The failure of CD Projekt Red's management, the failure on the platform holders to say, look, on our lower-end hardware, this ain't gonna fly. We should put a warning out there or something. And it's a failure on us in the community believing this fable of CD Projekt Red when most of us that believe the fable never even touched the damn game from them. Y'all just believe the hype and just thought y'all was gonna pick up Cyberpunk 2077 and it was gonna bring world peace. You know what I'm saying? And
at ultra settings with ray tracing.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now. We got to do better as a kid. I can't control what rich companies are going to do, what rich companies are going to do. That's like if I see a rabid dog in an alleyway and it's foaming at the mouth, and I'll be like, damn, you know what? I have the right to walk down this alleyway and not get hurt. I can't control what that rabid dog is going to do, but I can control the silly decisions I may make and say, you know what? I'm not walking down that alleyway. I'm going somewhere else. Do your due diligence. Stop listening to these fables and these YouTubers for everything that you do and get a better understanding of what you're dealing with, because I've never seen anything like this in 30 years of gaming, period.
I hear that, bro. We got Roy Martinez in the house, said they should have followed Larry and Studios' example and just released on PC and Stadia.
I agree.
Now, did say something like that. So, hey, guess what, Roy? You're absolutely right. You're in line with what was
But it was greed.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it was greed. It was greed. And we're going to talk more about it. It's not over yet. Hey, Main Ether in the building. He said, I love Cyberpunk. No problems on my end. Now, Main Ether has a rig, in case y'all don't know, with a 6800 XT and all that. Now, see, this is what MM is kind of pointing at. The game was always going to be better optimized for PC, y'all. Now, and I know, again, and I want to clarify, because this is why me and Ray got into that heated conversation, man, that fun and heated conversation that we got into, because
it was a great conversation. It was
definitely great. Ray felt like his cousin got burnt. Ray's tired of seeing people get burnt, especially fans. Yeah. So I'm up here like, you know what I'm tired of seeing? I'm tired of seeing people expecting rainbows and unicorns and all that. You know what I mean? When they're in the swamp. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't see in an overcast sky and all that, right? So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, if you know you got a Xbox One X, Digital Foundry, let's shout them out for a minute. They've been telling us that the games have been running at 720p and 900p and all this stuff for a long time. Now, if I have that console, now this is why Project Storm trades all his stuff in. Hey, GameStop, what can y'all give me for 2 of these Xboxes and 1 of these PS4s? Because I got to be able to play these games when they drop at the highest settings that I can, the highest visual fidelity and performance that I can, y'all. Now, this is just what I do. I'm not saying this is what y'all need to do. I'm telling you that if you're able to do those things, you might want to consider it. If you're able to, you may want to consider starting to look at upgrading or holding these developers and publishers and these brands, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Stadia, and everybody accountable when in the performance department. If they can, try to give us I tell you what, I'll pay upwards to easily to $1,000 if I know I can get a new Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, whatever system, right? If I know I can get ultra settings or a little bit of ray tracing, medium settings and stuff like that, for me now, because you can't neglect the tech heads, especially in the PC land, because in PC land, you know what I'm saying? They don't want these console ports. So they're frowning at the fact that the game was even going to be released on some of them, or even frowning at the fact that it's going to be released on consoles, because it's probably going to hold back the PC version. And if it doesn't hold back the PC version, MM2K, you're going to see kind of what you're seeing right now, because these consoles are not capable of running it. Now, Stadia, let's get into the Stadia version real quick before we move on.
Yep.
The Stadia version came out here kicking straight ass. I got to say it like that. It kicked ass because, for one, it was not supposed to be possible. It was in the cloud. The cloud sucks. It was riddled by data caps and all this other stuff. Who the hell plays on Stadia? Stadia's dog-ish. All kind. Hey, y'all know the list goes on and on. Why Stadia? All that. You are a fool if you play on Stadia. Aminor, shout out to Aminor. I don't know where he is right now. Hope all is good.
Aminor hot right now.
You know what I mean? Get a PlayStation or get a PS5 or a Series X, man. You know, if you want to play Cyberpunk, hey, yo, now Stadia has put themselves in a position where they're the second way to play the game behind PC.
Mm-hmm.
Man, now that's awesome. I don't have to say too much more. Stadia has put themselves in position where they have the second best version of Cyberpunk out of all these consoles we're talking about to play the game on. And that's at visual settings with this new patch, MM2K, that you kept talking about. The patch has increased the performance, and it's only safe to say that it's probably safe to expect more patches in the near future for the game. Yeah. Man, what's your thoughts? You want to say anything on that before I go ahead and move to the next topic?
It's a segue from what I was yelling about and screaming into my pop filter about a few minutes ago. Again, this is at the heart of my community argument. I said this last night. I had about a half a dozen people call me since the whole revelation of this. Oh man, I got this mug on Xbox One. Oh man, I got this mug on PlayStation 4. Oh man, I've even had a couple. I got this on PlayStation 5.
What about the Hachitachi 2000, man?
The Hachitachi 2. I got it on Xbox Series. Yo, how can I get that Stadia version? Hey, MM2K, help me get a Stadia bundle. Help me get that. I can't help you. You got to help yourself. You should look. If you would have done your due diligence, at the end of the day, I get it. A lot of people like to keep their games on one platform, maybe two if they can. But if I know the best way that I'm going to experience said game is on a platform I normally don't play on, but I know I could still, but I could possibly still enjoy it there, I'm going to get it on that other platform.
Yeah.
But people didn't do that. They didn't even entertain the notion because they were told that Stadia was no good. And that's no excuse. Because number one, I get it at launch. You had to pay for it at launch. But when it became free in April, there was no damn excuse. When the free demo was out for Immortals Phoenix Rising, there was no damn excuse. When these other games became free to play, there's no damn excuse. Now that Destiny 2 is an official free to play game, all you got to do is sync your your Gmail account, and you could be playing Destiny 2 right now. There's no damn excuse. I'm not helping y'all find nothing. Period. Enter into the contest.
Hey, bro. Enter into the contest.
Let me say this one last part.
Hey, go ahead and say it.
This one last part.
Go ahead and say it.
These people got to understand that people have an agenda. YouTubers, content creators, companies, platform holders, they got an agenda to lie to you. You got to get things in your hands yourself. That's why me and Storm, we do this show. We're trying to inform you to be self-sufficient. You don't cry, oh my God, bloody murder, when you had an opportunity to armor up and be self-sufficient. I'm sorry. I'm not shedding a tear for those that had options and had opportunities and just bypassed them. I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, I can definitely dig that. And now they're looking around like, wow, Stadia is okay. Let me try it now. All of a sudden, is it too late to pre-order? Oh man, damn, I can't get the free Stadia premiere now and stuff like that, right? But here's the bottom line, man. To each his own. Game how you want to game. At the end of the day, man, we're just going to keep it factual and just say what's on our mind because it's all going to help you all out if you're in that situation that we're talking about. Now, the next thing we might as well, when we're talking about performance of Cyberpunk and all that, man, I heard a buzz straight from 9 to 5 Google over there in the interview that happened with John Justice, and he was talking about the next gen Stadia, MM2K that we've been talking about for months, man. We've been talking about it, and people are saying, man, let's not go next gen, talking all that next gen crap and all that right now. When we still got current gen, man. Let's focus on the games. And when you talk 4K and next gen and 360 frames per second, this is what happens. You get let down and all this BS, right? And I'm calling it BS because that's how I feel today. Told y'all, put your hands up. You know what I'm saying? We can get some gloves. Put your hands up. I might not hit you though. I might not hit you because you know what I'm saying. I just want to. I just want to get out there and take a couple pictures and stuff. You know what I mean for my channel. But here's the deal, man. I'm starting to feel, brother, and I'm not laughing now. All right, I'm not laughing, but I'm starting to feel at times that the tech heads like myself, the enthusiasts who take pride in being an enthusiast, who loves the tech behind the things that we play, man. Love the tech, can appreciate the hard work, Love the technology, love researching it, man. Zajic, that's how I got cool with Zajic, man. We don't know each other in real life, but damn, I remember Zajic breaking things down in the way him and Random Noob and Trizzle Rector and all them breaking things down that just made me think, man. It made me want to do some research, right? Man,
Yep.
Ether knows what I'm talking about. We do it all the time when we're talking about the tech, man. We got stuff that'll blow your mind, but here's the thing. I don't want to be forced into a ship. You know what I'm saying? That ship is going to the land of the lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, Cyberpunk is over here. Project Storm, man, you're on this ship. Trust me, it's going to be the greatest time. Then we get over there and then we go in and we see PS1 textures on a new game. Now, so what I'm saying is I want to be on your ship. We could have fun, we could party, but man, let my ship pull up and I'm going to hop on my ship, me and MM2K and others who can appreciate the tech. We're going to go take this way and then we'll meet y'all at the promised land. You know what I'm saying? I want to go over there and celebrate with the tech heads as well. I want to be a tech head, but I feel like I'm being forced to stay on this one ship, man. Like I'm almost tied up and stuck in a corner. Man. You know what I mean? Because I can't speak freely about 4K without somebody saying 4K. Why does it have to be all about 4K? Now we're talking about Stadia next, not the next generation or the upgrades that's gonna come to Stadia eventually. Am I wrong, bro, for expecting this platform to do more, to do better?
There was a reason. Look, Phil Harrison, has been in the industry for decades and decades. He's rich. He doesn't even have to do this anymore. He's doing it out of the love and the passion and the enthusiasm of what Stadia offers. Yeah. He's made his money, and he was retired when Google called him. He was one of the original 40 people at PlayStation to help it become the behemoth that it is today. There was a reason why, even though they may have not done it in the most, most effective way, there was a reason why they were toting 4K. Because it matters, Storm. It matters. Now, does native 4K matter? Maybe with the new AI machine learning technology, maybe not so much. But it matters. Like, Phil Harrison himself said that the two main pillars of this community are the tech enthusiasts and the casual gamer. Now, the casual gamer may not care for 4K. The casual gamer may not care about day and date. But the tech enthusiasts, the Project Storms, even the MM2Ks, we're willing to double dip. We're willing to buy the game multiple times because we want to test it out in different platforms. In different platforms. But we're not double dipping just to do that. We're double dipping because we feel that your platform can provide something unique, something granular that the other platforms can't provide. And that one of those things is resolution and frame rate. And I think it's a slippery slope that Stadia might be falling down if they get to a point where they start completely abandoning those litmuses. I get where they say, look, we got to heavily attract casuals, so we're not going to make the core message about 4K 60. I get that. But when we get to a point to where John Justice proposed that they're going to stealth drop the server upgrades.
Stealth drop, man.
I don't think that's a smart thing to do. Now, do you go on ads and have explosions and volcanoes erupting and talk about 4K 60 server? No, you don't do that. But again, you got to understand that your tech enthusiasts are the hardcore wing of your group, and your hardcore wing can propel you, you know what I'm saying, or can deflate you in some ways. Your hardcore wing, really get into the grassroots. All of your tech enthusiasts, that's who the majority of your content creators are the tech enthusiasts. It ain't my brother who works, 13 hours a day, comes home and is tired and bought Stadia because he could just enter a game in a few seconds. He ain't going to create content. He's a casual gamer. But the Project Storms and the MM2Ks, we understand there's a value to these upgraded server blades And I don't think it's something that you stealth drop. We talked about this earlier, Storm, and shut me up at any time.
No, we have been.
But we talked about this where, let's just say, I'm Project Storm. I got a decision to make. No. We're gonna use the examples we used earlier. Shout out to the homie Stadia Rev. Stadia Rev loves Sega, right? And he loves Resident Evil 8. So say if when Resident Evil 8 comes, now I'm not saying that this is what Rev cares about, but he's like, oh man, I hear it's coming with full ray tracing. It's gonna be 4K 60, you know what I'm saying, on PlayStation 5 or Xbox. Dang, I really want to play it on Stadia, but that's my favorite game. That's my favorite series of all time. I gotta play it with all those bells and whistles.
Right.
And the Rev says, well, I can't build. I ain't got the resources to build a PC. But you know what? Maybe I'll sell some things and I'll get a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X. And he goes and he goes through all this trouble, sell stuff, and because that's what we all had to do. A lot of us had to do to get these new consoles, right? We had to sell the old ones, go through all these loops and all. He goes through all these loops for 2 days before the console that he bought ships to him. And he get a message from John Justice appears on TV and says, "Oh, guess what? Now Resident Evil is going to be 4K 60." Like, no. That's where a super duper major purchasing decision is made. And when it comes to those, like the hardware capabilities and big ticket games, you can't stealth drop those. All this other stuff, fine. But when it comes to those two, the capability, because big ticket purchasing decisions are going to be made. So I don't agree with that. And I know there was influences in the community where they're like, just stealth drop. But I get where they're coming from. But that's not representative of the entire community. So I hope Stadia is aware of that. And when you do get capabilities to do 4K 60, or when you do have improved hardware, just simply say, hey, look, we got improved hardware coming. And the first game to represent that will be Hitman 3, something like that. Let us know what's coming and let us know when it's coming for the big games. You cannot stealth drop this stuff. I don't think it's going to be the best thing to do.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, well said. Well said. I tell you, NVIDIA and Chronos Group and others are not sitting up here quiet like, yeah, we're going to stealth drop ray tracing and all that. Nah, they're letting people know, they're shouting to the world, man, ray tracing is going to be the next evolution in games and all this stuff. DLSS is going to even push that even further and all this stuff, right? So when you're silent about it and say people don't know it's there, then you lose that opportunity to gain that potential customer that's going to go out and pay $2,500 or more for a new PC, right? Who would have loved the fact that you would have made that announcement. If you had made that announcement before I went out and spent that $2,500, right? Then I could have saved $2,500, jumped on your platform and spent that much more money on your games.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? I don't need to go out and get that PS5 now for $500. That's hard to find. I could be content knowing that me and my kids, my family, we can enjoy Stadia. And guess what? Me being an enthusiast in my household, I will have ray tracing and other cool features. That's what I think. Exactly. So, I'm glad I like how you broke that down, man. So we're going to, what time is it? Where are we at on time?
We at 11:54.
6 minutes before we check into these yappers, y'all, and start doing that and get into the live calls and everything. But listen, the next thing on the plate is 4K, man. I want to talk about when we're talking about 4K, have you gotten an opportunity to play Cyberpunk and other games? Like, can you give me 3 games that you played in 4K, and whether those games met or exceeded your expectations, or did they just fall short?
We're going to do
because on 95 Google, I remember seeing something, bro, that said some users on Stadia were having issues with the game Cyberpunk at 4K resolution.
Yeah, let's talk about it, y'all.
Yeah, some users were having issues at 4K. I was one of those ones. I always try to speak the facts to people before you spend your $60. I try my best. If I tell you that Serious Sam and Cyberpunk and Assassin's Creed Valhalla and other games and Watch Dogs Legions are running kind of in an unacceptable frame rate and they have issues and stuff, then you might want to listen to me because I'm trying to save you some money. If you care about performance like I do, if you do.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that, bro. Look, And we always keep it real, but this episode might be the keep it realer episode, because not only are we going to talk about that, but I think that's also a good segue to, we got other devs that might have some skeletons in the closet, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to some of the things that they do. But let's talk about this whole thing with Stadia. So I get it. This, to me, Storm, this is the epiphany of why I said we gotta watch what we ask for. I know we want Call of Duty right now. I know we want Fortnite right now because that'll help blow the popularity up. But you gotta, ask, is Stadia ready for this? You know what I'm saying? Just like we gotta measure the expectations. We kind of talked about this with CD Projekt Red. We gotta measure the expectations that we're putting on stuff. We know we want stuff, but when we get what we've asked for, like CD Projekt Red, hurry up and put this damn game out. Hurry up and put it out. When they hurried up and put it out, you know what I'm saying? Look what you got. Now, I think what's happened, Storm, is that the CD Projekt Red thing, I think it worked better than their wildest imaginations. I think I think they set it up to work well, but when you heard John Justice talk in that interview, it was like he was glowed, like, oh my, this worked really well. Like that. I don't think they expected that. They didn't expect the fall of dominoes that happened on the other platforms, which then led people in large shot to come over here. It's cool to say, oh man, so many people are over here now. It's shutting things down and shutting servers down. And I learned this from Chase. Shout out to Chase. That when one server gets overloaded, you get booted to another server. And then in that transition, you might lose your 4K capability. So what I say to that is, man, it's great to see that the platform is growing in this point to where they're trying to finagle capacity, but you don't want this to happen too long. So hopefully, Storm, I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but hopefully they can get that capacity up, because you don't want this to be a problem too long, because then it's just going to feed the Yang and Memecast boys, where they say, see, we told you cloud gaming isn't the future. Look what's happening here.
Absolutely. So, hey, for now, we want to take the time to get into the chat real quick before we go into the, opening up reading some yappas first. We're going to read yappas throughout the second hour at different times. If you still have an opportunity, the link is right there, right under main ether's message. Check that out. Go to the site. If you're having issues, let us know right now, because the announcement will be made at some point in the second half of this show. So, Roy Martinez right here says, I don't think they should announce features before they're finalized internally. I'd say finalize first and then send out notifications to the public informing of new announcements in the coming weeks. All right. Then he said the problem Stadia had previously was that they would announce stuff far in advance and left too much time for anticipation. Now, I do understand where he's coming from, and I agree with that. And see, sometimes we have to look at it on the other. There's two sides to the coin, man. So Roy is not wrong, because that's how he feels about it. You know what I mean? He's saying something that actually makes sense. Like, make sure it's all working right and all that stuff, and that you can show a nice showing of your new tech and your new features, then start trickling that information out there so that people are aware of it. I like that.
I get what he says.
What?
On the surface, what he says is 1,000% right. You don't talk about your product before all of the pillars are ready. That's a big thing that I see often with Microsoft. They make these promises of what they're going to do in flight. Oh, VR is coming, this, that. We're going to be able to do this. And then
RDNA2 and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just not technically there. The problem with Stadia, though, when it came to those promises, was it wasn't mentioning it, because Stadia, everything that they said was coming has came. So they knew it was coming. Like, when you even look at iOS on Stadia, Justin Urberti was playing that months ago. You know what I'm saying? That was ready months ago. Yeah. They just were fleshing it out. The problem with Stadia, and Google in particular, isn't, when they make an announcements, it's the transparency of when to expect said implementation. When they were talking at the beginning, but pre-launch, right or wrong, they left the impression that this is stuff that was going to be available at launch until they clarified themselves months later, and that's what started the whole issue. So I think if they just say things like, look, upgrade server blades are coming 2021, fourth quarter 2021, and if it doesn't look like it's going to be fourth quarter 2021, then and ahead of time, then you say, because things happen, we get it, but for big ticket things like that, you're going to have too many instances where Stadia Rev, Project Storm, they are going to say things. I mean, they're going to make purchasing decisions based off of, well, look, I don't know when it's coming to Stadia, so I'm going to get it here. And then when it drops on Stadia, they're going to be salty. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just help your consumers out a little bit.
I like it. Now, I know it's 12 after 12, but we're going to circle Zajic's comment right there because, like I said, chat, we're going to try our best in the second half of the show as we're working out the yappas and all that stuff. We're going to be trying to listen to what you all had to say. So keep on dropping comments and questions or whatever. Just ask us or at Project Storm or MM2K if you have specific questions for us surrounding anything that we're talking about today or something else that's on your mind. And we'll try to get to that. But we're going to highlight what Zajic is talking about because he said something else that we're going to get into, MM. So right now, y'all, it is time. My homie is going to look into the yappas right now. He's going to screen those and check them out, and we're going to play them live on air. And it's almost time for that free premiere edition to be given out, y'all. But bear with us.
Closer.
Bear with us because we do have some more things that we want to discuss with you all. So yeah, MM, take it over.
So what we have here with the yappas is we actually I'm gonna give the boy Stadia an A for effort.
Yeah.
So he's left us several yappas, but they were just basically screenshots of him with the hashtag on a piece of paper. I can dig it. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah, right.
We'll go with it. So we have 2 yappas so far. Here's the thing: how you participate in this giveaway is you got to be following Project Storm on YouTube on this channel.
Subscribe.
Just hit that subscribe button. Just hit it. It's free of charge. It's not gonna kill you.
And if you subscribe, people, I always subscribe back. Everybody knows if you're sub to me, check it out and see if I'm sub back. If I'm not sub back, I'm gonna fix that today. I always sub back. I always follow back.
So once you're following Project Storm, then what you can do is you can leave us a Yappa comment. If you're part of the PNTS Network Patreon and you're part of the Stadia War Room, you can leave us a comment there, and we're going to make that a double entry. And we've got a homie Dustin Arand, so we're going to put him down there twice because he's left us a comment.
Okay.
And there's going to be phone calls, like when the phone calls go live shortly.
Now the phone calls are going to get you two
entries as well.
Two bonus entries. Yeah.
Yep. So we already got the boy Stadia. We got, hold on, who else do we have here? Let me put this up here real quick. We got the boy Stadia. He got some entries, y'all. He's killing it. We got the homie Heath Stevens. We got Stadia Crumpus. We got Cannon Holic. We also got Christian. Let me see here.
Is it Christian Wood? Let me see.
We got Christian Woods, and we got Garrett Luntherman out here.
That's G Millie, Garrett Luckman.
Oh, that's G Millie? Okay,
yeah,
G Millie
in the building.
Out here.
Yeah.
But if y'all want more entries, y'all got to, add more yappas or, whatever the case. I would say add a yappa. Go to SML comments. I'm viewing all this stuff right now to see if y'all are participating. So we got a good number of participation right now. But what I can do is let's play one. We got 2 audio yappas. You ready for me to play them, Storm?
Hey, man, let's play one, man. Whichever one. Let's get it.
Okay. So we got one from Christian Woods. This is his yappa, and I'm going to play it right now.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is now. But
hold on,
man,
we'll run it back. Yeah, it's all right.
Let me run it back because
definitely got to run it back.
I want y'all to hear everything the homie had to say. All right, now we're going to run it back.
Yeah, man, like I said on your Twitter, love what y'all doing with the Stadia. I didn't think it was going to be as big as it is now. But man, am I blown away. As soon as things get kind of back up to where they need to be, I'm going to get you in the Premier Edition. I'm going to put some money down on some more games. But this is the best thing I've seen, man. The best thing I've seen. was better than my little man's little his Nintendo Switch. But yo, I can't wait to
Oh, okay, cuz it. So I guess
can't wait to go ahead and catch up with everybody, man. Yo, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. Much love.
Hey, Christian Woods, man, we appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for calling, dropping that yapper message and everything. And yo, I could dig what he's saying, man. See, we out here trying to do these giveaways and everything, and you know, some people they might tune in late MM2K and expect to win that thing, but I'm telling y'all still got a little bit of time left to go on Twitter, drop that, drop a comment to myself at the Nephophiliac, and I'll drop that in the chat at some point. But MM, what were you about to say?
No, I was going to say Christian Woods is in the chat right now. Shout out to Christian, man. Hey,
yeah,
man,
no.
Appreciate that. Again, if you want, hey, look, you left that. We allow like 1 entry per or up to 2 entries per day. You left that, brother, a while ago. So if you want to leave us another yapper, feel free to do so. Come on, y'all. Come on. The only person
because when that winner comes out, you know what I'm saying? Don't say we didn't tell you.
Don't say we didn't give y'all the opportunity, you know? So definitely leave us a yapper, or when these phone calls go live, leave us a live phone call. SML comments. I'm checking that out right now to see if people are more comments are coming in. If you go to SML comments, we are adding people's entries from that as well. So
yeah, I just dropped my Twitter handle in there, the link and everything. So follow me over there. If y'all need an extra follow, like I told you, automatically, if you follow me, I'm going to follow you back. If you subscribe, I'm going to subscribe back. I don't give a damn. I don't care if you make content or not. If you sub, for me, it's a sub for a sub, because it's only the click of a button, people. For me, I don't understand, man. Even people that's unsubscribed from my channel, I stay subscribed because it's a click of a button. It's just, you know what I mean? It's not going to kill me. But now in 2021, hey, man, we'll see. We'll see, man. Hey, check this out, though, y'all. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. I have to remind y'all at this halfway point, we're going to get into some more yappers, and MM2K, you let me know whenever you want to do that. Just go ahead and interrupt and say, Storm, it's time for another yap or whatever. We'll get into it. But I want to go back up to Zajic's comment. But first, before we do that, Cold Blood Sensei is in the house, and he's saying Yappa is trash. Man, Cold Blood, could you fix? I don't know if he tried to drop one or not, man, but I wish the homie would.
Everything's trash for Cold Blood, man. Cold Blood, that's Oscar the Grouch, man. That's Oscar the Grouch. Homie got a green beard, and he be picking out banana peels out of his head, man. That's Oscar. No, shut up.
Hey, yo. Shout out. Hey, Stadia Universe in the place. What's going on? Project MTK and chat. Stadia Universe making content. Y'all already know what it is. Check him out, man. The brother's out there doing his thing. He's also sharing his opinions and that's what it's about, man. It's about sharing your own thoughts and your opinions. And if people don't like it, it is what it is. They can go elsewhere. But but if they analyze and they dig what you're saying, they might find something that can be relatable. Now, check this out. I'm going to go back up to what Zajic is saying, and then we'll touch base on this. He says, of course, the better Stadia can put out, the better. All right? The better they can put out, the better. That means the performance and capabilities and all that stuff. The tech behind Stadia can totally do this stuff. But developers have the last say, which is a double-edged sword. Now, MM2K, I have it on my notes right here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to get into it, Zajic, man. And see, this is why we do this, y'all, because we know y'all be thinking like us. We know that you all have thoughts surrounding this gaming industry and everything, so why not share it all? Now, CD Projekt Red, MM2K is taking a lot of fire.
Yep.
Should they be taking all the fire when it comes to the gaming industry and these games that's being put out these days? What's your thoughts? Then we'll get into another yap.
No, I think, again, as a community, I think where somebody dangles, somebody with a whole bunch of numbers next to their name on YouTube or a blue check mark on Twitter dangles a shiny thing in front of us and we all follow, and we'll follow them off the cliff if that's where they go. No, I don't, especially when it comes to the Stadia community. I don't think CD Projekt Red should get all the focus. I'm going to ask you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, Storm, who I got questions about. And we're going to keep it real here. We're going to keep it 100. I got questions about Ubisoft.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You said the name?
Yeah, Ubisoft.
Damn.
I don't know. Look, and this is why I got questions about these cats, right? Now, they dropped the best port, and you see the game on your screen right now, courtesy of Project Storm's crispy 4K. I almost said 2K.
Yeah. But don't pay attention to the gameplay now. I was doing a live stream, y'all. This is during the Stadia Super Saturday, and I was trying to talk and play at the same time. So don't criticize my gameplay now.
This is why we tell y'all to just listen to just follow the good brother and play the game. I mean, just sub and watch the games that he played. Rather,
I be out here in the streets, man. When it comes to these games, I'm out here dropping video after video in 4K. I'm showing y'all that the tech works. You know what I'm saying? People don't have to ask me. All they got to do is just come by and have a conversation. Hey, Storm, man, look, man, I like what you're doing. I see your content. See, people can't come at my neck, MM. They can't, because I'm out here time after time delivering these 4K videos that you're seeing. This is just one example now. Of course, my brother MM2K is talking about 4K, but that's 2021. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, man. Get back to your point.
Well, here's the thing, y'all. So y'all see this beautiful game on the screen. And we talked about this before the show, Storm. That's why I said we got to start recording our conversation before the damn show. We talked about this before the show, that the Division 2 was a demanding game. I had troubles getting 60 frames per second on 1440p when that puppy first released. On my 2070, I did. It's a demanding game. It's not the most demanding game, but it's a demanding game. And what Ubisoft was able to do is take that game, break it down to 60 frames per second, at 4K, at an upscale 4K. It's, crazy native resolution, but it works.
Beautifully done.
Beautiful. It's a beautiful game on the platform. Now, all that said, that happened all the way in March 2020. They've had other games come, but there's never been a revisiting of Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm still.
Oh man, you say, hey, when I say cash, you say trash. Cash, trash, cash, trash. Hey, that's cash trash. Is what I spent. Trash is what I got. I got to keep it real. Yeah. Hey, Ubisoft or Ubisoft, like I call you. You know I love you. This right here is just a critique. That's all. It's just a friendly critique. We got to keep it real though. Go ahead.
It's a critique, Storm, but it's like it's a wake up call. Like, we see what you're doing out here. Like, I see what you're doing out here. You jumping at somebody. Look, you did that with the Division. You got the accolades. Y'all never went back and fixed Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Okay, fine, whatever. Then we continue on. Now we hitting the holiday season with your games.
Mm-hmm.
Watchdog Legions is a crappy, port from what I hear from a lot of people.
It was definitely crappy. Now with the new, I don't know if after the patches, I got to check it out. I refunded that bad boy. So but I still will be able to play it because I do have Ubisoft Plus. But go ahead.
Gotcha. All right. No. I had asked you, brother. That was great.
No, you're right. You're right, though.
I just want to be sure.
You're right. No, I have. Hey, ask Main Ether. Main Ether is still around. Ask him what happened at a certain part of Watch Dogs Legion. The same thing that happened to me and other people who played the game. Once you get in that car and you start, if you know anything about FPS, you start driving, you get to a certain spots in the city or whatever, watch that FPS tank, man. It's not hard to tell. I'm talking about my game almost damn near crashed. So I said, no, let me go ahead and refund this. It's not ready yet. It didn't stay in the oven long enough for me.
Yeah. And then on top of that, okay, so then you start dropping your games close to the holiday season. Now, I get that Far Cry 5 is an open world game with some other things happening in it.
Oh, man.
And the game plays good. It's my favorite game. It's good, but it's not on the pedigree that we know that you're capable of. Y'all could have got that game doing a little bit better than what it is, man. The 30 wasn't a flat 30. The 1080 60 mode. No, there ain't no 60 frames. There's no 60 frames per second.
Not that I saw.
Like, no.
You could force your Stadia to 1080p 60 or whatever. You could do that. You could set that in your phone or in the browser or whatever, but the FPS is still going to be the same.
It's going to be the same. So then you got that. Then we get Watch Dogs, Far Cry 5. I haven't tested all these other games that came out.
Assassin's Creed, let me help you out. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, man. And I've tested out Origins as well, MM. I've tested out Watch Dogs 2. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you right now, They're all around 30 FPS. And I'm disappointed because I see Wildlands MM out here doing beautiful things. Wildlands.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that same love? Is it pick and choose, or is it just like, I don't know what the hell is going on? So I'm glad you mentioned Ubisoft. I'm glad you mentioned them today, man.
You know what I think it is, Storm, and while I can't excuse Ubisoft, and why I say that they got to get a little bit of a chin check here, is that because of the aforementioned Cyberpunk, with all the grimy stuff that is being associated to Cyberpunk, and like I said, it's all fair. They're the one they did do some greedy stuff. The question isn't about the whole gaming plateau. The question that we're posing is, who's really down with Stadia?
Right.
That's what the question is about. And I can tell you the simple fact that we know financially it would have been better for CD Projekt Red to ensure that the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One versions were up to snuff with Stadia, and wait until they would have had a better financial outcome. But the simple fact they said, look, it is what it is on that older hardware, and we can't do no more. We just rolling with Stadia. We rolling with Stadia PC, and then it's also going to be a pretty good experience on the next gen consoles because of the backwards compatibility thing, right? The fact that they said that and they were willing to take that risk and have Stadia's ones looking like that day and date shows that CD Projekt Red, just with that one game, put more on the line with Stadia than I've seen recently with Ubisoft.
Hey, now Ray is reminding us that it's the Ubisoft beta. You know what I'm saying? What you got to say about what you got?
What the beta is?
The beta, yeah.
Is the service. The beta isn't the games. It's the service.
Right.
What happens is Ubisoft had to tell, normally the way Ubisoft Plus works, Storm and Ray, is that you got to have the game on PC. And then what Ubisoft says is, oh, you bought this from our PC repository. You bought it from the Ubisoft PC repository. So, or not that you bought it, but you subscribed to our PC repository subscription service. So we're going to give you free access as long as you try to access this game on our, through our repository.
Yep.
Now, that same repository is not connected to Luna, and it's not connected to Stadia 1v1. So, because those are closed platforms. So what Ubisoft had to do was create a program that says, look, if you subscribe to our PC repository, we're going to have the Stadia versions and the Luna versions of those games be to you as well. That's what the beta's 2077, as far as their love for Stadia, is looking like a champ. I'm sorry.
All right, so hey, before I get my thoughts, let's go into another yapper if you don't mind, man, because I do have another. I have a publisher and dev team myself to talk about. But go ahead.
All right, so we got one more yapper, and that is from the homie Garrett L. Here it goes.
What up, dogs? This is your boy G Million.
G Million.
I bought Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, knowing that I will get that free Premier Edition. Now I have 2 unopened Premier Editions, and I wasn't planning on playing it until I put at least 100 hours into Yakuza Like a Dragon. I never felt so happy about being flashed by an old Japanese man. Game of the year, baby.
G Millie is he don't give a damn, and we love it. You know what I'm saying? We love it. G Millie drops the heat when he comes on.
Hey, yo,
man.
we gotta run that back.
Run it back for the people, man.
Hey, G Millie.
They would have to hear the PS5 one. See, they didn't hear the PS5 one, man. You might have to play that.
Oh, man, we gonna run that back. Hold on,
go ahead, run it back.
What up, dogs? This is your boy G Million. I bought Cyberpunk 2077 on Stadia, knowing that I will get that free Premier Edition. Now I have 2 unopened Premier Editions, and I wasn't planning on playing it until I put at least 100 hours into Yakuza Like a Dragon. I never felt so happy about being flashed by an old Japanese man. Game of the year, baby.
I feel you. G Millie, man. Check him out, y'all. G Millie does his thing too.
Hair. Is that his real hair? I don't think that's his. I don't know if you can see his story. I don't know if that's his real hair. I think G Millie put a wig on her. So I don't know. That could be. My apologies, G Millie, if that's your real hair.
Yeah.
I don't remember your hair being like that last time, brother.
I don't know. Hey, look, I remember G Millie, but look, man. First of all, the brother always drops some stuff, man. I've been by G Millie's channel. Y'all need to check him out, man. I've seen some live streams and everything. Try to show as much love as I can. But man, we appreciate it, G Millie. You know what it is.
Man.
Hey,
oh, man, I'm crying,
so look, just like that, it's an example, y'all, of how these yappers and stuff work. Now the live phone lines will be open. Are they open right now, MM?
They're open now, man. Y'all gotta call me, man. I'm done. I'm through.
Hey, look. So G Millie is a whole fool, man. He's a comedian, man. The boy, but he also makes some good content. Like I said, y'all, check him out on YouTube. G Million is a channel. I want to share my thoughts on my publisher and developer combo, man. And that's none other than EA, Electronic Arts. God damn it. Electronic Arts. I can't talk today. I can't spell today, man. You know, I got a lot on my mind, including this damn Premiere Edition. But check it out. So why do I say EA? Well, if we go to Stadia first, we got Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. All right. The game was dope as hell. It still is dope as hell. 1080p 60. So they took the time to give us that 60 frame per second option, that we're talking about. Why is it so elusive, man? I don't know, right? But at 4K 30, the game does not feel the same. Of course it doesn't. It's 30 FPS. This is what I'm trying to teach people, man. The game might feel heavy. It might not feel as smooth, as light on its feet when you're moving the characters around and things like that. 60 FPS clears out. Not only does it make the backgrounds and everything less juddery and choppy and stuff, man. It makes the overall game just feel that much better. The animations seem to work better because you're seeing the fluidity of the animations on the screen. Now, with that being said, all right, the first level, when I played it, I dropped a video. Y'all can check it out, man. Day one. I got on the game. I said, man, this is the best looking game I've ever seen on the platform. It's even beating Doom Eternal and Division 2, right? But then, a little later on, I got to this outdoor world. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right after the intro level or whatever. And things just went to hell, man. Went completely to hell. So I'm like, it could be better. Now, I could sit up there. I could do two things. I could sit there and be quiet and just deal with it. Or I could voice my frustration and my concern, and maybe EA will see that and try to pass this thing up. Now, that's just the Stadia side. EA, they published and developed Anthem, right?
Yes, sir.
And so that's another one. Madden 21. Have you ever heard of that one?
Yeah.
Madden 21 was broken as hell. Everybody that's played it, you know I'm right, so I don't even have to keep talking about it. I had a white HDR screen bug that was detrimental to my eyes and just my overall health, man. I'm trying to tell you, imagine you playing Madden and then your whole screen goes bright HDR white, not regular white, HDR paper white in your eyes, and you're playing in a dark environment. So I always had to play with the lights on, and it happened over a couple hundred times. I had this bug, man. I got a video on my channel. Y'all can check that out. Just put in Madden white screen bug, Project Storm, and you'll see it. Now, so EA, and they've made some other ones too. I don't have to keep on going, y'all. My point is EA is another one. Bethesda, already brought up. There's other publishers and other developers that have done the same things. We go over to 343, and it seems like they were about to attempt it with Halo Infinite. And then the fans made a lot of noise. Next thing you know, they ended up pushing that bad boy back real quick. Now, Bunny thinks, she thinks that they would have released Halo Infinite at the state it was because they would have been just working on the patch. We're going to improve it. They were almost going to try to pull a Cyberpunk, I think is where Bunny was going with it. Do you think that's the case, man? And just what's your overall thoughts on are they playing games with us, these publishers and devs?
Yeah, look, man, Xbox, they was on their shenanigans, but it was a smart move and it worked. I think Xbox, they found themselves in a situation where they had made a whole bunch of promises and they were reliant upon Halo releasing this holiday season in order to propel the sales of the Xbox Series X. And they knew that they couldn't just simply say, okay, we're pushing it back. They couldn't do that. So here's what they did. In my opinion, I feel that they knew the game wasn't ready. Phil Spencer know maybe a lot of things, but they're not dumb and they're not blind. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not, I'm not trying to be funny when I say that.
I know what you mean.
They looked at this game and they said, you know what? Visually, this game is not up to snuff, and we don't have enough time to finish it because of COVID, whatever the case may be. And they made a conscious decision to say, look, let's put it out there anyway. Let's let the community react to it. And once they react to it, we'll just act like that we're responding to their reaction and we'll push it back. And to me, I think it was a smart play and it worked because definitely they couldn't release it as it was. And I also think that they would have, definitely got more hammered on than they have been if they would have said, you know what, we're not ready. We can't meet, our expectation. I think they just put it out there like that and let the platform, the muddiness of the platform, muddiness of the game do what's talking for them. So.
Got you. All right. With that being said, man, we're going to go ahead and go back to this chat real quick as we wait. Now, the rules. I want to make sure it's clear in case anybody is tuning in and, that some for the people who like to lurk and everything, but they just want an opportunity to try to win. I do have the rules for the prize in the description of this video if you want to check that out. We've also been calling it out during the show. So we will be getting to that giveaway, people. We just want to give everybody an opportunity to get in here so it's fair, because once that winner is called out, please don't pull up on my brother MM2K or myself. You know what I'm saying? Because we gave y'all opportunities to do it. Now, how does it work if you're out of the country, MM? I know we talked about that, man. If you're out of the country, outside of the United States where we are, how does that work, bro? Are you thinking about it? Do they qualify? Normally,
it would be a challenge because of that and shipping and all the other stuff. But it's the holidays. Well, it's the holidays.
Man.
The hell with it. We gonna take care. We gonna take care of you this holiday. So
PNTS network is doing it for y'all, man. Damn.
You this holiday, man. It's no big. But see, this is another thing too. Again, we keep it real here. Stadia. I've never had a hard time trying to give away something for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like if I'm trying, like Storm. Say if you sold T-shirts, Project Storm T-shirts, and I'm like, Storm, I want to sell your T-shirts, brother, because I think your T-shirts is hot, man. I'm going to buy them myself and I will ship them myself. Uh-huh. How can I? And you be like, oh, well, you got to hit me up every third Sunday at 2:30, between 2:30 and 2:31. You know what I'm saying? Like, It's like my finger to promote your shirts with my own money. And I say this to Stadia. With all the word of mouth messaging that you guys want to do, John Justice talked to it. Y'all got to get better at allowing us content creators to give away your stuff, even with our own damn money.
Right.
Y'all better get these codes out here ASAP. I better, you know what I'm saying? If I want to order something and give it to somebody in a different region, y'all got to get on this, or this word of mouth messaging ain't going to hit the way that y'all want it to. It's working, but it can hit a whole lot more effective. And I'm the type of person in the Fortune 500 world, I like to squeeze every drop of juice out of the lemon. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
I don't want nothing in there. I'll leave that thing bone dry. But I don't want our listeners and our supporters and the people that rock out with us to be affected because the mothership don't have a way to do it. We'll take care of it. Whoever, don't matter. If you're on the moon, if you win this contest on the moon, we're gonna get this damn thing to you. That's the way we rock it.
We'll get it there, man. We'll get it there. We'll contact Elon Musk or something like that and get it done, man. So check it out, people. All right, we know what y'all want. We know what you're here for, but I can't move until MM2K. He has the control. He has a controller in his hands. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all want to call? Call in, baby.
Hey, go call on in. Now look. If you don't want to call in, that's fine now, because some people just like to listen to us talk, man, and they, get what they can out of the show. Now, But I want to go back into something else, MM2K, and that's something that you coined as the YCG last night, the YCG. Can you explain what you mean? Now, I'm going to ask you a question. I got to put you on the spot because I haven't done it all day. You thought you was going to get a pass, didn't you? YCG is a yellow chair gang, and I'll let him, explain what that means and all that, the yellow chair gang. But MM2K, if you had received a yellow chair, what would you be saying to the people today? I want to put you in that spot, man, because the YCG, and we like jokingly coined it as that, you know what I'm saying? The yellow chair gang does not exist, but MM2K is going to go ahead and get into that one for y'all, man.
Well, before I get to that, let me do this real quick. Let me get to the homie Dustin Duran's comment in the Discord SWR chat. And again, that's another way that you can enter into this contest is if you're part of the PNTS Network Patreon. As a matter of fact, let me drop a link to that. You got to be part of the hold on. Where's the goddamn on? Okay. You got to be part of the tier, the Stadia War Room tier, like the homie Dustin Duran, and he can leave chats in here. Let me see if I can pull that link up in order to join. Okay. I'm going to drop this link right here. So for those of you that are interested, now if you can do it in enough time before we do the drawing and you want to leave something in the Stadia War Room chat, that's how you do it. You know what I mean? With that said, let me read Dustin's comment. If I can pull it back up here. Okay. He says, another thought on this Cyberpunk thing. Earlier in the year, we had a lot of people saying that AAA games are too long. I took a hiatus from gaming in early to mid 2010s. Before that, I still played on my PlayStation 2 because they were still releasing games for it. Also had PlayStation, the PSP. So I still have the 6th, 7th generation mentality of finish the story and go to the next game. During that time, games could be beaten in a weekend or only long play or one long play session. During this time, open world games were MMOs or sandbox like GTA. Open world explanation is nice, but I still think story and a bit of linearity. Earlier in the year, we had that idea that AAA games are too long. For a game like Cyberpunk, it took them a while to just create the world. Are we almost at a point to where we can say that open world games are too big? If so, does the industry need to go back to basics?
Man, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm telling you, I have this conversation more times than not, but go ahead.
Go ahead and chime in on it, brother. Go ahead.
All right, so when it comes to the conversation about long AAA games, there are some who love it. There are some who hate it. I've heard it different times across different platforms about whether they should shorten these games or extend these games, whether they should be single player and multiplayer. So, hey, Charles, man, this right here is a good one. I do feel that some games, like I thought The Last of Us 2, AAA game, I thought that game was a little bit long. I thought I had gotten to a point a few times during the game where I beat it, right? But I hadn't. Now, I like the game. I love the game. I get a game like a 10. It should have gotten Game of the Year, in my opinion. I love it. Absolutely love it. Love the cast. Love everything, man. But I did think it was a little long, right? So, man, when it comes to this, I think that these games, there's so many side quests. I think it's a good thing for the people who want to be stuck into that world as long as they can. For the people that don't have a lot of money, Charles, to buy 18 and 25 AAA titles or even just indies or whatever, who don't have that cash, it gives them something to stay into. Because when I was a gamer back in the day, I loved playing the hell out of Castlevania and Mario 64 and other games, man. I would just sit there and play the games over and over and over, like 8, 9 times.
Yep.
But it's different today, man. There's so many games to be played. You get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many games. There's thousands of games out right now that you have access to. All you need is a subscription, or maybe you collected that many games over the years. So, damn, that's a good one, Charles. I don't know. Man, what you think, man?
I particularly like the long, drawn-out games.
Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I love them. And you know what? I don't beat them. You know what I'm saying? I just love journeying the world, causing mayhem and just taking people out. I did that for like 2 hours last night with Cyberpunk 2077 just causing mayhem. I love games like that. I think the problem is that our expectations. My mic went out. Okay. I think the problem that we have is that for those of us that love those type of games, we got to understand they take time. This is the argument that I made with Fallout 76. I know it wasn't not the most popular argument, but I said there's a pile-on mentality with that game because I disagree with Bethesda charging $60 for that game. I think that, they were, really being greedy with that because it's not a polished AAA game. But that's what Bethesda do. That's the charm that they have with their cult followers. They put out buggy games. People love playing through the bugs as long as it's not game breaking. And, but they love journeying the world, looting, all that type of stuff. And so those games are for some people. I just think that the gaming community at mass, they're trying to put these linear story expectations on big world, open world games. These big world, open world games, they take a long time to develop, to flesh out, to get right. And you can't put Last of Us 2 expectations on a big open world game. So we got to learn how to separate the two. I know people like mixing their spaghetti and their mashed potatoes on their plate, but you can't do that when it comes to gaming. Things got to go in their proper bucket. And once we realize that, and we realize that these games take time, then you won't see things like Fallout 76, or you won't see things like Cyberpunk 2077. I think that's part of the reason too, is our lofty expectations.
Yeah, well said. Now, we got Dylan in the chat. He wants to make sure that we can see his comments and everything. Now, I don't know if that's a Yappa comment.
Yeah, Dylan. Yeah, if you're making a comment, what you're going to want to do is, if you're making an SML comment, then you got to go to Twitter. And I see you, Dylan. Yep.
Okay.
I
cool.
see you. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me try to drop my link one more time. Let me see if it's still here. Yep, that's my. So right now, this is Project Storm. That's my link, my Twitter link. You can definitely follow over there, or you could just drop something on Twitter, #SML. But you can follow me, and it'll be easy for me to see that. Hey, look, I think, first of all, it's been a great discussion with all of you hanging out, and I know people don't have patience. Some people are just like, man, if y'all don't get to the damn giveaway and all that, man. But look.
But hey, look, y'all better call in too. We're giving people an opportunity.
Giving people an opportunity. They don't want those bonus points. Hey, when the winner comes out, MM2K, man, I'm telling you right now, I know we're going to get at least one or two people that's going to be like, man, damn, that's messed up, man. I sat up here and I waited. You know what I mean? Hey, all we can do is just keep it fair, man.
But you know what? We've said it time and time again. Time after time. No, I had to drop it.
I had to join in.
Look, y'all, call in. You get double entries for phone calls. The phone lines. Let me check the phone line.
Man, we're not gonna keep telling them. We're not gonna keep telling them. They don't want to call. They want to hear us, man. If they want to hear us, that is fine. If they feel like they're content with subscribing or whatever the case is, and they think they might have a chance, so that's working.
Can y'all hear me? This is MM2K.
Hey, MM2K, man, how you doing, man? Hey, are you calling about the giveaway?
I'm calling about the giveaway. You know I'm janky as hell. I want to win my own prize.
Hey, well, let me tell you something, bro. You can hang the hell up right now because you don't qualify. Hang up. Get your ass back in the jump. hey, nah, but look, so check it out, people. That right there is a good example, man. You see how the technology works, man. But we're going to move on, man. We're going to go ahead and move on. We want to get into this YCG, man. Can you give us, like, if people go back and go to the commission, they're going to be like, what the hell is the YCG and all that, man? Can you get it? Yeah. And if I want you to put yourself in the YCG shoes. Stadia Doses News is at 1,000+ subs now. You know what I'm saying? I know work went in, hard labor went in, right? And fun. A whole lot of fun was had. But if you receive the YC, what would you do?
Look, let me explain something. I have sidebars with a lot of your favorite YouTubers. And you know what they say to me, Storm? And we talked about this. They say, MM2K, we love your passion.
Yeah.
We love what you guys do on that platform. We love what you and Storm do.
Yes, sir, man.
But y'all know what? Sometimes y'all come at the mainstream in a way that long term they may not come on your shows or whatever.
Yeah.
And I say, you know what? I don't look at myself as a Walter Cronkite, or I don't look at not myself. I don't look at the platform as a Walter Cronkite. I look at the platform as a Tim Russert. For those that follow politics, know that Tim Russert is the RIP to him. He was the host, the moderator for Meet the Press.
Right.
And Meet the Press used to be one of those shows where if they asked you to come on, that's because they got something on you. Mm-hmm. But you had to come on because the politics community held a standard, and you had to answer to that standard.
Yeah.
You had to come on Meet the Press and answer to the people. And that's what we kind of have here. Like, if you were CD Projekt Red or anybody, and you started sending me yellow chairs, or you were Xbox sending me phones, or whatever the case may be, thank you very much. But you got to understand that you're sending this to me with the caveat that I might dog your $1,000 product. If you need me to send it back after I dog it, I'll send it back. But in no way, shape, or form are your gifts going to formulate our opinions. And because that's how people get bought, and that's how people look out for the unsuspecting.
So you telling me if they buttered you up with a yellow chair, that's what YC means, yellow chair, right? And the YCG is a yellow chair gang. He didn't want to get into it today because we're on SML. He was hesitant today now, but if you go back and catch him during the commission last night, Friday night, you know what I'm saying, when he had a can of Old Milwaukee in his hand or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The brother was a little bit more brave. He had that courage juice in him, you know? But look. Hey, look, yellow chair game, man. So they got these yellow chairs. And I asked MM, he still hasn't answered the question yet, but if you have received a yellow chair, Stadia Dosage, we see what you're doing. We know that Cyberpunk 27 is an ambitious title. We're bringing it to the Stadia platform because of all you diehards that we see on Twitter out here tweeting and showing love and support for what we have developed. We work tirelessly on this game. Stadia Dosage, we present you with not only a yellow chair, but a special edition version of the game. And an action figure. What would you do, bro? Are you going to trash the game? Are you going to come out here and give your real thoughts like you're doing today on it?
Yeah, like I said, and I'd have to let them know, hey, CD Projekt Red, I appreciate it. And I'm glad you're saying this because it's something that, look, with the way that I come at people, about the truth, I never even fathomed the opportunity of getting anything from it. But if we do, what we're going to have to do is say, hey, look, we got to be upfront. This in no way, shape, or form is going to influence our decision. Not saying that you're being unethical here, but I just want to be abundantly clear. Also, what I want to be abundantly clear about is that if you don't like what we had to say and you want said product back, I'll be more than glad. As long as you pay for the shipping, I'll be more than glad to send your product, your chair, your wallet, your skillet, whatever the hell you sent us, we'll send it back.
But imagine how tough that will be after you done stun it and everything. Hey, Ray, hey, Nakanu, hey, check it out. Amanor is in this mother.
Amanor's in the building, man.
Amanor is reporting to duty.
Yankee crew.
What's going on, Amanor? Welcome to Stadia, the second best way to play Cyberpunk 2077. It might be the very best for some people who can't afford a new gaming rig, so it could be the best way to play. How do you feel about that, Amanor? I'll await your response in the chat. All right, but go ahead, Emma.
No, I was just going to say, you know why we're not worried about that storm? And I'm glad you brought this up so we can make it abundantly clear so everybody know where we're coming from. We don't need their stuff. The community has our back. You know what I'm saying? Like if the community wants to see us with the chair, they'll make it happen. If they say, look, y'all don't need the chair, we want to just hear the words, then we ain't gonna hear it. Or we'll just pull it. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a community forum. This is a community platform. So we will get whatever the community deems that we deserve to get. You feel what I'm saying, Storm?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's how you keep us honest. And I'm not saying it like, oh yeah, the community's gonna feed us. No, what I'm saying is y'all keep us honest by saying, if you want a yellow chair, MM2K, Project Storm, y'all better do the damn job and do the damn thing to get that yellow chair. We might give you one. We might not. Y'all ain't there yet. And that's how you keep content creators honest. When these mugs come out and they start giving stuff just to give it, expecting to get your rubber stamp on stuff, that's when we're not doing a service to you, and that's not what we want on the platform.
Absolutely, and that's when everything gets a little bit twisted and cloudy and all that. So, hey, Stadia Universe here says CD Projekt Red in the building. CD Projekt Red, I believe, is going to recover from this madness. Now, we talked about that. I don't know how many of you in the chat agree with Stadia Universe, but I damn sure do, because you can already see it. They're at work right now. They've lost upwards of over 36 million, or around 36 million. I know Bunny or somebody threw out those numbers. Now, that number could be a little different. It could be a little less, a little more right now. Man, it's sad. You hate to see it, bro. And we're going to get into it at 12:50. We're going to start talking about this damn giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway if MM2K is okay with it at 12:50, around that time frame, so that we have a few minutes left to go ahead and talk to y'all and all that stuff, man. But look, Stadia Universe, man, I think you're onto something, because this is what I was saying. They will recover. No Man's Sky, Hello Games, they recovered. Sea of Thieves, so many other games and developers, they recovered. So it's safe to say that CD Projekt, and I think they deserve a little bit more time than the typical people that just throw trash at us annually, like an EA sometimes with Madden 21. I think they deserve a little bit more time, because they were trying to do a little something different for us. You know what I'm saying? They were trying to give us something big, monumental, that we never seen before, something that we could get lost into. Some people are loving the game. I saw somebody in the chat, a few people in the chat, several people were saying that they still love the game, even though it has the bugs and everything. I feel that way, especially on PC, y'all. But I love it on Stadia as well, because it's nothing like getting that controller in your hand, realizing that you're playing in the cloud. I didn't have to download it, and it came out 7 o'clock Eastern time before everybody else got it at midnight. That's crazy.
Yep. Absolutely. So, yeah, I think they're going to rebound. Bethesda got kicked in the teeth with, or Bethesda Softworks, the development wing of Bethesda that does Cyberpunk that does Fallout. They got kicked in the teeth. But like I told people, I said it was just an outrage culture. I didn't think the game was the greatest. I gave it a 7.5. I said, but y'all being a little bit extra right now. And you look at the game now, it's in the top 50 it's really in the top like 50 everywhere on Xbox, PlayStation, PC. And it's making money. And the same thing that happened with ESO. Y'all remember at launch, ESO was not popular. People were hating it, and I hated it too. But Elder Scrolls Online wasn't popular, and then it came back up. Fallout 76 wasn't popular. Now it's coming back up. Same thing going to happen with Cyberpunk 2077. It's just that I think CD Projekt Red learned a very valuable lesson when it comes to garnering expectations or whatever. They're not a great cross-platform developer. They work well with the biggest bells and whistles. And if you ain't got the biggest bells and whistles, like Mr. Yuck says, stay away, keep away, do not touch. Do not touch their games at launch if you ain't got the biggest and baddest.
And you know what else I thought about, man? Some of us are beta testers, man. We don't mind jumping into an alpha and a beta. This is why we're going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077 for the foreseeable future, bro. Because how the hell can we sit up here and buy into an early access game like a PUBG, even though y'all know what PUBG turned out to be a massive success when it comes to the numbers, but it had performance issues out the wazoo, right? Now, you paid for early access. You knew what you were going to get. Now, I think the difference here is that people didn't expect to get the game, the trash that they got. So in some cases, you know what I'm saying? So it just made me think about that for a minute. We pay for betas sometimes, or we pay to get into betas and all that. But then CD Projekt Red drops one of the most ambitious titles. I have to keep saying that and double underlining it. And then we're ready to go outside of Sony's corporation and start demanding refunds and everything. We're ready to march. Man, I don't know, bro. I just think a little different.
I mean, I can get it. Base consoles, me personally, Storm, I can get it. I understand. But outside of base consoles, I agree. Maybe wait for that. Or like Amanor said, the homie Amanor said in the chat, he said he's waiting for the official PlayStation 5 version. Because these are the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One version. that you're playing on the new hardware. These aren't the official PlayStation 5 version. So, maybe you'll wait because CD Projekt Red is going to do a free upgrade, right?
I hope they do. I hope they do everything free right now. Whatever DLC in the future, whatever.
All right. Oh, hold on. We got a few more people that entered into the contest. All right.
All right. Well, we got to play them quick.
Well, no, they did the
okay.
they did the comments, the SML.
Okay, I thought they did Yappers. All right. So, man, brother, that's why I'm giving you 10 minutes, man. We got a lot to do, a lot to hash out. And maybe we'll go over like 5 or so minutes if we need to. It's not a problem, man. Mm-hmm. You let me know what your time frame is and all that, and I'm good. So, y'all, we've come to that time where we're gonna stop playing with your minds and everything. It doesn't make sense to do a giveaway right at the beginning of the damn show because when you find out you won, you're gonna dip, and when you find out you didn't win, you're gonna dip anyway. So we're not trying to hold y'all hostage either. We asked that y'all come here, check out our show every Saturday at 11. And we have done giveaways before, so you can find those on our channel. My channel, actually, I think, is where we did one, and maybe on your platform. But here it is, people. MM2K, take it away, man.
All right. If you flip to the Moz view, you can see it right now. You'll see it on your screen. We're using the random picker tool online. And I'm just going to let y'all know right now, the boy Stadia, we just keeping it transparent. The boy Stadia put in a lot of entries, man.
He put the work in.
Did the damn thing.
He put the work in.
Exactly.
And so you can't just do that. You can't just put that work in every one day, like multiple entries. You have to come back each and every day after we announced that video in the beginning and everything.
So we shut down the phone lines for this official entry, and now we're about to run it, and we're about to pick the winner of this. Now, again, you better be following Project Storm, and we got a way to test and see, make sure that you're doing that.
And let me say this: if you don't get this one, y'all, this is only one premiere edition. I'll say this right here: you never know what the future holds, what the near future holds at that. So don't feel bad if you miss out on this one right here. We're going to be doing more. If all goes well, we're going to do more of these in the very near future. So stay tuned. That's another reason why we wanted y'all to sub. You know what I'm saying? Sub so you can stay tuned to what we're doing. And actually, I'm putting that work in 4K. So MM just wants to show a brother a little love every now and then because I showed him some love. Now he's doing big things. So, but anyway.
We look, man, there's a lot of production and stuff that goes into this show. And it's great that on Stadia Dosage, the show, gets regular participation, but we want that participation to keep flowing. You feel me?
Right.
That's what makes the show even better for the community. And Project Storm, not just that, but Project Storm does a hell of a job just on this channel altogether. Like, everybody references back to his videos when they're like, look, we want to show you the creme de la creme of what Stadia is about, Project Storm. So, shout out to Big Stout in the house.
Big Stout. And wait till I turn up, though. Wait till I turn up. Heath in the house.
He's in here too. I think Heath left us a comment. I got Heath in here. Why have Heath in here? Yeah, I got Heath.
I thought you said you did.
That's Heath Stevens. All right, y'all. We're going to do, y'all ready?
I'm ready, man. Let me hit that snare drum. Let me hit the snare drum.
Can you dig it? All right. Let's do it, baby. We're doing it right now. Boom. Woo.
All right, here it is. Here it is.
And I'm picking. Let's scroll down and see who it is. Who is the winner of the Stadia Premiere Bundle, sponsored by PNTS Network and SML Podcast with me, MM2K, and your co-host, Project Storm.
Co-host of everything.
Co-host of everything. We'll just say, scroll down, damn it. All right, let's do it. And the winner is Dustin Oren.
Dustin Oren in the building. The homie. Woo-hoo. Hey, listen up. Now the boys, I gotta give a shout out to the boys Stadium, man, because I know the brother put them entries in. Y'all, whoever put the entries in, y'all did what y'all supposed to do. Nobody needed that. You felt confident. You didn't need the bonus points today for calling in and everything. I understand. Hey, man, it's random. Y'all saw it live right there. That's how the sauce is made. This right here is not the only contest. You never know what the hell the future holds. I could say to MM2K, you know what, man? the boy Stadia did something that I like, man. Let's do a future one giveaway or whatever, and then we'll get, you never know what the hell is going to happen. So, y'all, I just want to thank everybody that participated. I want to thank you, MM2K, for coming up with the idea of having another giveaway because, man, look, bro, we know that times are hard for people and all that stuff. We just wanted to do something to give back, and we're going to continue to try to do that here on SML and other platforms that we're on, and, of course, PNTS Network.
Absolutely. So shout out to everybody. And yeah, I mean, hey, that's the Ambador says the winner is Cold Blood Sensei. Shut your punk butt up. Ambador's a nut. That's my homie. You should get a prize just for the way you trolled this chat. Look, hey, congratulations to everybody that participated. We got more. And what me and Storm like to do is when we like to take participation from previous ones and figure out how we can add it to our next entry. So those of you that did have entries into this one, we gonna figure out something, definitely. So
all right, now Charles, if you're still in the building, man, we know how to get in touch with you, good friend.
We know how to get in touch with you, Charles.
You know what I mean? Hey, now this is the first. Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, I appreciate the love y'all showing to the homie Charles, man. And it's random. Y'all see how we do it. It's not like we picking from a damn hat. Like, hey, pick Ray Sherrod, man. Pick Ray the guy. Pick Cloud Gamer 201. He really need that Premier Edition. Most of us already have a damn Premier Edition. Let's just keep it real, man. But it's nothing like having an honest, genuine contest that's based on just based on fairness,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, definitely. Dustin, hit me up with your address on Twitter. I'll get that out to you, good fella. And you'll enjoy it, man, for the holidays, man. This is some great stuff. So
there it is.
All right, anything else? So congratulations to Dustin for that. There's more that's coming. Again, 2021.
I want to I want to talk about 2021 before we roll, man. But before that, I want to highlight some of this chat, man. I promised the chat I was going to get it. You know how I feel about this chat, man. Let me see. Damn, I can't. It's right there. You see, it's Rich. What the hell? Am I not reading right or something? I need my glasses. I need my damn glasses, man. Where my glasses at? See, anyway, we got everybody that joined in today, man. I wanted to go through this chat and highlight all of you for stopping by. We thank you. We appreciate y'all, man. I see a lot of people out here. I'm just calling out names in no particular order. But starting from the bottom, now we here. Stadia Doses News. Dylan Combs right here. Stadia Reb in the house. And he says it's awesome, Reb. I appreciate it, Reb, man. I know that you are in the ecosystem, brother. So if you have any Apple products or Stadia products to donate, let us know, man. We got a donation box, man. We'll give you details. All right, Race Rob, Zajic, man. Hell Monkey 88. Cloud Gamer 201. If I call your name twice, don't worry. It's just because I'm trying to go through and show some extra love. Raider Guy, Stadia Revolution, man. Wilson, Nakanu. We got Big Stout. He's Stevens. And if I break up, I'm sorry. Something's going on with the CPU right now. It might be overheating. That's a reason for me to get an i9 or a 10900K or something. Who else? You see some names, man, that you want to call out as we go up?
Did you get Hell Monkey? We got Christian
Lowland Prophet. Yeah, go ahead and call out a couple more that you think I might have missed.
We got Stadia Rev. We got Wilson. Shout out to Wilson. We saw you last night, brother, in the chat, man. Thank you for the support.
Yes, sir. Always.
It's RTI Riches.
That's
Big
what I'm saying.
Stout. Broadband Bullies in the house. Shout out to Big Stout. Let me see. Nakanu. Low Land Profit. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for
always coming through at the right time.
The number one hater, Amunar's in the house. Raider Guy 87.
Gotta love him. The number one hater we love to love. You know what I mean?
Roy Martinez said it's rigged. No. Shout out to the homie Roy Martinez. The Almighty One. Shout out to him, man. He says I feel like
Almighty One.
When the game is long. I'm with you. I'm with you, the Almighty. I feel like I get my $60 worth too when the game is long. And Dr. Spaceman in the house too. Shout out to Dr. Spaceman.
Dr. Spaceman in the building.
Parks Pixel Sapper in the house. Shout out. Say quick visit. Hit that like, folks. Catch this later. I'm out. Thank you, Pixel.
That's what's up. Right. Hey, Roy Martinez. I don't know if you said Roy Martinez or not, but
I got Roy Martinez. He's the one that said he said it was red.
Oh, okay. All right. And then Mar is in the building and all that.
Mar. Shout out to Mar. Shout out to Mar.
Chris, I don't know. Best in the biz. I got to shout him out again if we ought to call. Hey, but look, Eduardo Hernandez, man. I don't know if he went all the way up to the top. Main Ether in the building, Project Kill, man. Everybody in the damn building. How about that, y'all? Yep. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. We're going to be doing it next weekend on MM2K's channel. Stadia Doses News right here on YouTube. If anything changes, y'all, because the holidays are coming up, we will let y'all know. We will always try to keep y'all informed beforehand, all right? So on that note, people, the giveaway was fun. It was fair. It was square. And we will be doing more, all right? You notice right here, I put in the title that this is the PNTS winter giveaway. This is the winter one, but we may be doing another one or maybe even two this winter. You never know. The best way to do it is subscribe to all of us and remember where to find us at. Tomorrow you can find me and Snow Bunny Gaming on the YMYOG or Ying Meets Yang of Gaming podcast at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Snow Bunny Gaming's channel here on YouTube. All right. MM, anything you want to throw out there?
Yeah, and definitely up next, or really up now, is on Stadia Rock's channel is Cloud Burst. They're live right now. So let's drop a link here. Hold on, let me do this. Cloud Burst. I'm gonna put it right here. Visit Cloud Burst right now with hashtag SML Raid. Put SML Raid. Just show some love and let them know that, hey, we sending people over. All right, SML Raid. Go to this link right now and do the damn thing. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. Can't do it without y'all.
All right, y'all. Take it easy. Be safe out there. Keep on gaming because I'm about to do that all damn day. It's Series X time, it's Stadia time, and it's PC time, y'all. I'm out.
Peace.
Peace.